Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Motorsport Manager. We are doing the Underdog Challenge, where we have to bring the Predator Racing Group from the bottom of the bottommost league to the top of the topmost league. Now, one of the things that is the case with, well, basically everything I record, but especially with something that I'm still learning, is this constant battle between pre-recording enough so there's not a gap, because people get cranky if there's a gap, versus not being so far ahead so that I can actually read the comments and pick up some stuff. And unfortunately, it's basically impossible to do both, so something's got to give a little bit. As a result, a little bit of lag between me finding out some really interesting new information. I did not know that when a safety car was out, your engine, your fuel burn and tire burn is based on still your current strategy, not the fact that you're only driving at like 0.01 miles per hour. That is a shock to me. I didn't realize. I guess it sort of makes sense with tire wear, because when the safety car's out, sometimes you get the shots of the cars sort of weaving like left and right constantly to keep up the tire pressure. But fuel wear, really? So anyway, the advice is when the pace car is out, go to double blue on your strategy to conserve stuff. That is some really good advice. Also, some stuff about hitting tab for when we're in a race to get some more information. We're going to go and take a look at that for sure, because that's definitely something I didn't know. We're going to be racing in Guildford. It is predicted to be cloudy during practice, but storming during the race itself. So we'll probably do the practice on wets, I suspect. We're about ready to go. We'll double check the car situation. Yeah, see, I was going to say, I don't think I'm working on any reliability parts. Now, we're pretty much done on the reliability. So let's see. Our brakes, yeah. We've got, these are the two brakes we're using. Our engine, I guess these two are the engines we're using. We could go and bring them up. We're not using the super illegal engine. At least the performance on the engines we're using is done for now. We could work on the front and rear wings. Oh yeah, spec parts is the other thing I wanted to have a conversation about. One second. Let me just check the gearbox situation. We're using this one, so let's do that. I guess we're also using this one, so we'll do that. That'll be okay for now. I mean, we're just using the free, like, this, there's a little bit of a trickle of reliability. We may as well take advantage of it, even though it's not a big deal. Yeah, so, okay, spec parts. One of the things I've wanted to do since the start of the series, a few people have brought it up, but this is one of the things I did know about and did want, is since the start of the series, so our front and rear wings in this league that we're in are spec parts. We can't change them. I mean, we can improve the reliability, but that's it. You can put up a vote to change the rules to add more spec parts. And I've seen that happen before organically. It just comes up. I think what votes come up every season are basically random. Like, the AI doesn't necessarily pick and choose. More spec parts would be great, because we could then just focus on improving the other ones as much as possible. And we have more direction about which designer to pick up, that sort of thing. The problem is I haven't put it up for a vote yet, because it is $1 million. And we don't have that much money. I mean, we literally have £1 million right now. And I'd rather put it into infrastructure. But maybe it's worth spending the $1 million to do that. One of the reasons I've been abstaining from so many votes is to accumulate more voting power, so that when a spec part vote came up, I would go and dump all my votes in it to make sure it passes. And possibly next season would be kind of justified to do that. We probably won't need to do the suspension, because we're setting ourselves up for some crazy wicked good suspension with our turbo illegal suspension. The engine situation might be the same. This 265 engine is going to be crazy good. Although it's only the season after, right? So unless there's a vote for it in the last 3 races or something we have left, it's not gonna happen for next season anyway. So maybe next season there'll be a vote, and the season after that there'll be something. And if we get the chance to put that vote up fairly early, and therefore know what we won't need to develop ourselves the season afterwards, we can then focus on all the other parts. So that is the hope, and maybe next season I'll even pay to bring it up. I was really hoping it'd bring up organically, because like if all of a sudden we didn't have to design, say, brakes, that's awesome, because we just focus on something else. And actually brakes, really, I mean, I don't know if all the parts develop at the same rate. Like, if this rating, you can sort of compare between parts. If you can, it means our brake development is quite a bit further behind everything else. And so that would be our vote for the spec part at this juncture. Anyway, I think we can go ahead and race. Oh, by the way, I hadn't noticed when I accepted the contract that it's a freaking Football Manager contract. That's amazing. Also, you might be wondering why the bonus pool for this is so much higher than the others. It's because all of these race sponsors give you a bonus if you choose them as a sponsor in the country that they're from. So Football Manager is from the UK, and we're in fact racing in the UK over here at Guildford, which is of course why you should expect it to be super rainy the entire time. Let me double check that the parts are correct here. So that I am running the best non-illegal parts. That's correct there. That's correct there. That doesn't matter. That's correct here. Again, best non-illegal part, because we don't want to lose this part. I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter if we get penalized in race positions, but losing the part would suck. And then same thing here. Okay, we're good there. That's excellent. So monsoon conditions are what's expected. That's amazing. Okay, well, we'll definitely do our practices in wet tires. Tire wear very high, fuel burn low on this track. Interesting. Well, it emphasizes we'd want harder tire compounds, which is what we've been doing anyway. If we're going to be racing in wets and inters the whole time, I guess it doesn't matter that much. Although I think wets and inters might be a little harder wearing than, like, soft slicks. I think they might be. Oh, it's raining today. That's interesting. It's supposed to be dry but overcast. All right, we'll take Kinney, we'll take Evans, because he still provides a little bit more feedback. The game wants to put us out on inters. I mean, obviously, in here in practice, it's going to get way too wet for actual inters. It might still be worth getting a ranking on that. I don't know. I'm going to assume it's going to be soaking wet tomorrow. So we're going to go and put that. Because that's what our weather forecast is. We don't actually have a forecasting center, so who knows how accurate that is. Let's go and increase a little bit of downforce to get inside the green. It's probably not right, but at least we'll know sort of what direction to move in. We could put the handling... Again, I sort of get the idea now that if you put it to closer to one end of the green bar, at least you know what direction to move in for the changes. But I think I'm just going to leave that there for now. We're going to change you here. I'm going to change you to wets right away, lest I forget it. And what... 11 to 13, 11 to 13. Yeah, so these are indeed potentially longer wearing than the slicks, which is actually potentially nice here. You know what? I'll just start you in the middle, I guess, for now. Don't hit simulate practice or don't hit simulate session. Only made that mistake once, but they're so close together, and with my hand-eye coordination, that is so likely to happen again, and I would be so salty if it does. So they're all coming out on inters. And I mean, obviously this first lap was very interweather, but then it becomes wet. And in case, I'm hoping that the wets are going to be what we're going to be most reliant on tomorrow. Although there's a good... oh, shit, I forgot to hit the bring-ins. Which shouldn't kill us, but it's going to be annoying. Because that might be... I mean, we can probably still get there, because we don't seem to have too much of a problem getting to where we need. All right, let's bring Evans in. Did I send Evans out first, or did you pass Kinney? I mean, maybe Kinney's setup is really bad. All right, we're good on the downforce, which should mean we don't have to go too far to find more. Speed balance is way off. We'll bring you up over here. Suspension is completely out of whack. I don't know. We'll stiffen the suspension and see what that does for us. I wonder if the speed balance went a little too far. Let me bring it back one little notch there. Send you out again, and then over here, we're only okay on the downforce. 69. Let's give you more downforce. It's a fairly curvy course. There is a couple of straight sections, but I think that's going to be good. Handling was poor. Tell you what, we'll stiffen your suspension, and speed balance will go longer over here. All right, let's give that a try. Times 12 for a second. Yeah, that Engelhart. Maybe we do have to recruit him. I don't know. And double bring in right away. Back to speed 12. And send out. Oh, double excellent. Well, that was quick. And the downforce, which is great because we know we're not going to move that. We're also at great with the handling. We're at 96%. I'm going to give just a slight adjustment. You know what? Actually, you're good. 96%. I mean, we might be able to squeeze a little more, but it's fine. Over here, we hit bang on the arrow as well, which is amazing. 94%. The handling still leaves some work to be done. I'm going to soften the thing. We'll see what that does. Because it is bringing us closer to poor. No, actually, never mind. So I was going to say, maybe there's enough room there, but not really. The speed balance isn't going to move much, but I think that's okay. I think, yeah. We'll do this. We will bring you in one more time, though. But not Evans. Or rather, not Evans' car, or car number 1, I should say. Evans isn't going to be our driver for the race. And... okay, double excellent and a great. 97%. Done. Send out. Finish your race. So yeah, we're on the wrong tires, but that's okay. Who cares? We've got our wet tire knowledge. We might have been... Nah, I don't know. I don't know if the amount of knowledge you need for different levels is different. Watch it turn out to be bone dry tomorrow. Despite our weather forecast of, what was it, monsoon? Watch it be bone dry. Okay. So that's qualifying. Alright, it's racing. It's raining now. Good, 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 good. Okay, as expected. Oh! Oh! 3 laps of rain and then stop into sun. Oh, crap. Well, we're definitely not starting in wets. Do we start in inters or slicks? Now, our drivers have a really low adaptability, right? A 3. Oh, you have a 12, Scott. That's interesting. So, more adaptability gives you more range on various tire types. Now, definitely, okay, if we count this out as, you know, lap 1, 2, 3, even 4, lap 2, 3, 4, I think even with the adaptability of, like, 13, hell, even with an adaptability of 20, slicks, it might be out of slick range. I think we have to go out on inters. Even though I'm really worried it's just going to be 5 laps and then come in. Although I guess it means we can run on, like, well, I was going to say double red. We can definitely run on red tires probably the entire time. It's cold enough, I don't think it'll overheat. We may not want to run on red engine the entire time, because like 5 laps of red engine might be a little too shreddy. Although, you could run engine expert race trim, since we're not going to do wets. Here, yeah, we'll do this and this. We don't do qualifying, so that's going to be okay. Maybe we need a new mechanic, because it's not very useful. We'll run this. We'll start on inters. We're going to start on red all the way. What are we? 6th and 18th. Ah, damn it. This Price might have been able to do actually okay. We'll start on double red. I'm okay with, like, more fuel burn. That's fine. I just have to make sure not to shred my engine. So we'll run red basically until we see the engines start to drop pretty aggressively. And we'll keep the tire wear on red unless we completely overheat the tire and then it loses its traction, because we're going to expect a pit on lap 6 or something. Now, smoothness 8, smoothness 5. Yeah, it'd be nice if their smoothness was completely different, because you have the +2 from adaptability, yeah, but it still only has the 3. And then keep it simple, you get the -2. Okay. It'd be nice if they had different smoothness, because they would wear their tires slightly differently. We're going to have to try to find a place to stagger their pits. Alright. Here we go. Now, if I hit tab over here... it does show the strategy on that screen. Oh my god, that's so convenient. Where have you been my entire life? Thank you, whoever in the comments said, hey, hit tab during the race. Jeebus, that's good. Oh... Alright, sorry. Calm it down, Quill. Keep in your pants. Alright, weather forecast. Okay, it's definitely not gonna be wet. Well, I mean, it might start raining again by the end. So when do we make the change? Price dropped down to 19th. Kitty, I think, has gone up to 6th. Didn't you start in 8th, maybe? Alright, keep an eye on the engine. 97, 93... Honestly, I might be happy to run the engines on red until they get to, like, 70 or something. Well, I think Price can drive the double red the whole time, which might make Price want to go into the pit sooner, because he might burn his fuel through a little bit more. Kinney's further ahead, so it's more aggressive. You know what? Since you're so far back, let me drop you to double orange right away. The idea will be that Kinney will burn harder, faster, and mostly... screw up a lot of people's race and slow them down, just by being ahead. They're going to have to pass Kinney. But this will put Kinney in the pits first. I think I have to drop this down to push. As much as I'm okay with lots of tire wear, because we're probably going to switch pretty quickly, we can't let it go all the way to red. But I'm going to keep red on the engines for now, even though you don't have the... It would have been so much better if Price had been up front, because Price is more comfortable running the engines in red longer. We're still at 79. So it's not like the engine is collapsing. You're holding your position. Okay. My ideal unless I pit with... Do I just pit with Price now, despite what I was saying? Yeah, you know what? Either way, it doesn't really matter because both of them are going to have to pit well before they're out of fuel or tire. There's just that. Do I pit with Price now? Because it looks like the next lap might be the perfect time to bring Kinney in. Technically, Price might come out again on tires that he might still prefer inters right at the start, but it should be okay. In the interest of breaking up the pits, I think this feels too early, but I think it's just critically bad, like, if you have both people pit at the same time. So we'll do that and do that. So Price will come in now. I mean, you're in 20th place anyway, so does it matter? Hopefully you can catch back up. We'll keep you on the double orange. Oh, a mistake on one of the tires. Ooh. Would have been amazing if we actually could manage the 7th place finish. All right. Kinney. Oh, tires are, yeah, I was going to say, are going smoking hot. But we're going to be bringing you in right now anyway, though, because it's definitely getting dry. So we'll plan the pit. We'll do this. We'll give you a full fuel top up. You're fine, and balance is going to be okay. Yeah, we'll leave you there. I'll actually switch you to high, so you'll come out on double orange, and that's going to be fine. So we're pitting a little bit before other people, but again, because our adaptability is so bad, I feel like we can't really push that. They're probably all going to pit this time. Hell, if they're pitting together at the same time, the two teammates, they actually might screw themselves up in the pits. And wouldn't that be gorgeous? There you go. They're all coming in now. And assuming the AI gets punished like we do, with like two team members pitting at the same time, right? Because you only have one box. So that could be a really terrible pit for people. Keep an eye on the weather. Okay, it's going to stay brilliantly sunny the whole time. Do we want to run on double orange? I'm a little concerned that we might have a really hard time on the final stop. Although usually we can fit in like a super soft compound at the end, so we might just be, and usually we end up with like not a full tank. So no, I think it's going to be okay. Running on double orange, as long as the temp on the tires doesn't get so high that they lose effectiveness, I'm going to be okay with that. Still predicted entirely sunny. Wow, was that weather report ever off? We need a forecasting center. But forecasting center doesn't help you make better parts. Helps you win more races. I mean, we're holding 9th and 13th now. I think we handled that pit stop situation much, much, much better, which is really nice to see. All right, 6 fuel less. This brings us to 15, which means another 8 laps after that. We can fit 9 and change fuel in the tank. Yeah, no, so we're okay. Keep in mind, on orange, we are burning 1.1 laps of fuel per go. Maybe we could pull back a little. There's a little competition there. How much space do you have? Well, there's someone kind of crawling up your ass. It's sort of true with Kinney, too. I think the fuel might go before the tires, weirdly enough, which is not usually where we go. At least, well, I don't know. I guess they're sort of on similar pace. Let's take a look at everyone else. Yeah, there's no single pattern, but I guess what we could do is check. The person in front of us, they're fairly far ahead of us. The person behind us is running on orange-red. And that lightning bolt, that's the engine, right? So he's running, 10th over here is running an overtake engine. But he's not actually closing on us. He's maybe mostly for the competition here. But that's okay. I don't think I want to drop any further because it might give him a chance to get past. Price is down to 14th there. So Gerard, who's right behind him, is running on the overtake mode. I might give you a little overtake for a bit here. In this little duel, and there's some worse cornering. Oh shit, yes, hold on. And that's probably the same thing. I guess if the temperature keeps going up and it's really sunny, we have to bring the tires down to a neutral because they're getting too hot on both. I'm going to keep you on overtake for a little bit because your engine can definitely take it. And 4 laps, yeah, we're going to need a tire change by then anyway. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to get it back. How's Kinney doing? Lots of space around. Do I want to pull back? Okay, I'm worried the tires might stay too hot, but I really don't want to drop to a lower tire setting. Although some people are. The thing is, here's the thing. You can make the tires last a little longer if I go to conserve, but I think regardless, we have one pit stop that we're going to have to do. Okay, you're still smoking here. Okay, let me bring you down to conserve as well for a second. Actually, I've changed my mind. I'll jump you out of there because that might impact stuff as well. Just because if you pin the tire temperature, A, they lose quality fast, but they also lose their performance. It's only when it's max, though. Okay, let's put you back up to neutral. And neutral again over here. And I'm not so worried about tire wear, because we are due for a stop soon here. Nah, you can't close in. Or can you? I don't know. You're going to pit on your next go. So, you're going to have 11 laps yet. Oh, shit. Oh, no. You're probably fine with only the one there, Kitty. But yeah, Price, maybe pitted one lane too soon. What maybe I should have done with Price, instead of pitting one lane or lap sooner than I wanted, I probably should have left Price out for an extra lap. Run an extra lap on inters when really you would have wanted to be on slicks. I didn't think it would run into this issue of the extra pit stop. Well, since we have to pit an extra time for fuel anyway, it looks like, let's go to Super Softs. Wow, they are really soft. Even on the high end, 16. We got 11 left. No, that should be okay, because even on the short end of 6, that'll work out okay. Maybe what I'll do is save a little bit of fueling time and a little bit of weight. That's going to have to be okay, but I think I have to do that. Oh, I should have waited one extra lap. I assumed we'd still be able to do just a 2-pit game. Luckily, with Kinney, things are still going well. Tire wear, fuel amounts, these are fairly working out. I think I can probably just drop to medium here, too, since there's very little thing. A lot of people doing conserve. I mean, I might have been able to do something with Price. I might have been able to squeeze out... Actually, I would have... If I had just gone too low right away, I could have squeezed out another lap. I need a percentage of lap done meter, because on low you use 0.9 fuel per lap. So now it is too low, but if I'd gone to there right away, we might have been okay. Now Kinney here, regardless, 2 laps worth of fuel. Even if we ran on orange, I think you'd get there. I'll probably put you to orange in a little bit. I'll let you get a little into the next lap and then put you on orange, and then it should work out really, really nicely for you. And your tires are still okay too. So let's go to high, because we should have plenty of fuel for that. Oh, come on! What? Kinney! Kinney, it was going so well! It was going so well! I was... no! This was going so well! We were going to push it, get that. We might... I'm not sure if we would have been able to do the last bit on Super Softs, but in any case, you were going to be holding your position. Ah, come on! And then the driver, I effed up, censored by GMA, the pit stop from going too early. I mean, I pitted Price early to protect Kinney, to make Kinney stop as good as possible. Son of a bitch. Oh, someone else retired. Oh. That's the, oh my god. I'm so upset right now. Oh, it's starting to rain again? You just passed the pit lap. Alright, well. Tell you what, let's burn through some stuff here. Hopefully the final pit stop, because he hasn't been out as long as I'd wanted on this. But at least the tires will last to the end. I think you're gonna be, yeah, you're gonna be close enough to the end that one final fuel tank is gonna be enough. Okay, so we'll plan on a pit. We're gonna go straight to wets. Yeah, because the next lap we would like to be on inters. It might be a little too dry for wets, but I think it'll mostly be okay. A full fill up. Oh, 7 laps remaining after this. Okay, 7.1. I mean, we could go a little higher, but if I do this, 7 laps, well, I can't run orange the whole time. I can run orange for basically 5 laps out of it, which isn't too shabby. Parts are okay. We'll go balance. That's fine. And, okay, you're coming in, so I'm going to want you coming out on double yellow at first. Oh, Kinney got towed back over here. Alright, I was worried you'd still be stuck on the side of the road. But I guess that's what the local yellow flag was there for. Oh, but some people went to inters. That's going to be a mistake. They're going to have to switch again. They can't finish this race on inters. Okay, excess fuel is reported. Do this. I suspect you will be able to push, because, yeah, this tire was good for, what, 11 to 13 laps, and we don't have that much. The temperature will drop because it's not sunny anymore. God, Kinney. Kinney, you broke my heart. You actually just broke my heart, Kinney. Fudge. Alright, Price. This is your chance, man. Okay, it's not saying excess fuel. It probably will again, but we're going to keep an eye on this. Keep running the tires on orange. That's okay. This guy's on inter, so they're going to be losing something like 5 seconds per lap or something. I mean, we're still 60 seconds behind first place. Well, and actually 14 seconds behind Chu, which isn't good because they've got that. And yeah, we've got that third stop. God damn. Well, there's the thunderstorm kicking in as well. So yeah, the rain's definitely not going away. Tires are good. We haven't gone back to excess fuel, which is interesting, because I thought we could do orange for 5 laps, but I bet you it's going to come back here. So in theory, I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3 full laps to do, plus this half. Yeah, I think we've got plenty. Which may be wrong. Because we got to do lap 21, 22, 23. Those are full. We're on lap 20, and we are... Where are we here? We're here. I guess we're not quite halfway. We'll go back to medium for a sec, but I bet you it's going to tell us we've got over-fuelage for a bit, but... He's soaking wet. Yeah, they went in for their inters, which doesn't really do much for us. Oh my god, this would have been such a good race for Kinney. Price, I completely cocked up his race from the start, so very little hope for him. Plus, he's not necessarily as good of a driver, I think. It's weird, because Kinney's stats look terabad, but she consistently does better, I think, in most of the time. I don't know, I haven't really been keeping track, because I just assume my drivers are just garbage. Alright, let's go there. Alright, so this is starting lap 21, so we have 3 21, 22, 23. We have 3 laps left. I was going to say, why were you still telling me excess fuel? That doesn't sound right. Although, actually, we probably only have 2 laps left. That's what it's counting. It's as soon as Marquetta goes through the thing, it updates this. We only have 2 laps left. Although, we can't really catch up to anyone ahead of us. The important thing is not to get passed again. Well, we're going to get lapped by Marquetta, who's coming up. I think that's Luigi. Because I think on the Canadian team, he's one of the starting drivers. Yeah, so it's not telling us this, except, there you go. One just went by. Oh, hopefully I haven't screwed myself. Maybe I did. At least he's having car problems. 23. We have... Oh, no, there we go. Perfect. We just went... We're on our final lap. 0.9 fuel. 0.96. We're only going to use 0.9 on this low mode. Okay. We do have an extra lap to do, but there we go. We did have enough fuel. Saying excess fuel, I'm not sure if that's actually true. It might be true at this point. We'll just put it to medium. We don't think we're going to get past, especially someone who's having some technical issues. Tire condition is okay. Someone did run out of fuel, although I don't think that's going to screw us much. I'm going to go like, red for the end. See how low we can bring it again. 0.07, I think, is what it said, actually. It sucked. Dude, it could have been worse. God, Kinney. Why? Why, Kinney? Why you gotta crash like that? I'm so sad. I don't even think I had her driving very aggressively. I think it just happened. Checking cars. No one? Oh, Sergio. I mean, we're 7th overall, which is still, I mean, it's still beating expectation for the season, which is really nice. In fact, apparently I might have been able to say 8th, gotten some extra money. I wasn't expecting that. What we'll probably do is next season we will increase the expectation amount somewhat. I mean, 10th overall in this race, because, you know, as a team we didn't... God. Okay. Got a little bit of cash again. Not much. We might be able to squeeze in one more illegal design, because I don't think we're doing one right now. Car condition update, yeah, it's going to take a while. We'll accept the interview. I don't know. I think Kinney's the better driver, but it doesn't matter because they're both happy. So, pit crew review, listening to offers from Evans, 1, done. pit crew. Let's check over here. What are we looking at? Low stamina, which I don't quite like, and some chance of mistakes. 0 chance of mistakes over here. You got refueling, but not really the tire combination. You can jack on either position. Okay. No, I think we're going to leave you. Oh, yeah, we are designing a part already, so that's okay. Good. Okay, car repairs are done. I don't think there's any adjustments we have to make to whatever's being worked on over here, because everything is being worked on. Still getting some extra performance there, which is going to be fine. And I think the gearbox we're designing is an illegal gearbox, right? Engine cooling system dilemma. You know what? I don't know if that's actually an engine we are... I guess it said it was the one equipped. Yeah, 47%. Clear this. Grab this. Put everything over here. Oh, that's not even going to take very long. That's surprising, actually. But I guess it's only one part. Still, we'll finish this, and then we'll go back to what we're doing, and that'll be okay. I'm going to wait before I accept that, because we might get a few more sponsor offers before the next race. There we go. Another competition happening. There we go. 3 sponsors. I think that's probably as much as we'll get. Let's take a look. 5 stars, which is probably what we'll do. You've got the upfront payment of this. None of these placements matter, so we'll just take the upfront $1 million. Thank you very much. Root Investments. There's the Rio race for the Asia Pacific Super Cup. Rio being neither in Asia or the Pacific. Even our pit crew's bad on that screen, which is kind of funny. I'm thinking like something about the quality of our race might determine who we see in our pit crew. I don't know. All right, we do have enough money to do one more. Now, let's take a look at where we are here. There's a gearbox. It is illegal. We're not going to run it. We need to improve the performance of it. We've got double illegal suspension, double illegal that. It's expensive. Do we design another illegal engine? That is the most expensive, but it's also the most important part. Now, I don't remember. I thought... Home speed to max. To max. It has to be improved a lot. Top speed 35. 25 to max, or this one. It'll start a little higher and still have the higher max. So it'll have a cap of 305 if we get it there. It might be hard to get the performance all the way there before the end of the season. But we can probably get a fair bit of the way there. 21 days. It will be interesting to see if we can get there. Wow, the reliability work was really fast. No, stop, you idiot. Okay, you did reallocate the staff there, which is good. And then what I'm going to want to do is... Yeah, actually, that's a handy filter. So I can just see the ones that we actually have equipped on these guys. And do that. But what we want to do is focus on the improvement, because we want to get these numbers capped out. You're about to be capped out, but I think you'll get removed from the list and you'll work on most of the engine. Yeah, okay. I think that's going to be fine. Why did it stop the advance? Is there a race? Oh, okay, there is a race. Other leagues, scouting drivers. There's going to be another race. Handling development is finishing up. You got a new haircut. +5 marketability. Woo! Tire heating? Yeah. No, we might invest more money next season and start climbing the charts. I think that's a very good chance that's going to happen. So yeah, we've done some more stuff. We can't build any of these right now, but it's nice to know that we got I think it's the Handling Development Center that we built over here. Help us design better suspensions, which will be nice, but, you know, could also help with some of the driver things. So, can you search this? You can search by name, but I don't know his first name. That Englehart guy, you know? Yeah, Falco over here. He's in the European racing this season. We'd have to pay like over $3 million to break his contract. Maybe Ninja him sooner. Maybe we could have done it before he got a big renewal. Molly Fox is currently not racing for anyone. Crash happy? Oh, Focus is the crash thing. Although you do good stats except for adaptability. Yeah, you're not interested because we're not good enough for you. I get it. I get it. Inez. There's a fair amount of development possibility on Jesper here. We'll say equal status, although you don't really care. You want a short contract, which might be annoying. I'll make go for a medium. I'll offer you this. And yeah, if you come in first, we'll give you all the money. You'd need quite a bit, I think. I think this is still going to be way too low. We're going to go ahead and make an offer. If they say no, it's fine. Oh, I guess there's a race happening and things. 5th of October. Okay, so there's a date thing. Okay. All right, well, we're not going to do the race right now. How's our car situation here? How did you not... You only had 1 point to go. Maybe it spreads it out in an unexpected way. Maybe it, like, balances it based on how far you are away from the cap. I mean, which is fine. I guess none of it's a big deal, but it's just a little odd. We still have everyone over here. That's good. Shopping for new mechanics might also be a big thing. I think we have to start investing in some of this. Like, these guys are sort of a recurring cost. The factory is, done and, one and done. And that's why it was prioritizing getting our factory stuff going on. But we've got a lot of the base factory stuff happening. So we might invest in more in the day-to-day. We'll see. Anyway, we're going to put a cut in here. We're going to do the next race next time. Hopefully, we don't get another goddamn crash. But yeah, 37, decaying skills isn't good. You did have this focus to 13. But yeah, it's going down quite a bit. We definitely we need to I think retire Frankie. I mean, I'm happy that you were a pay driver. That really helped our finances a lot. But or Scott. I mean, Scott again weird has better. You're 12th overall. I mean, yeah, it's crazy. Kinney is legitimately routinely doing better than Scott, even though her stats look so much worse. So much worse. Although they have been decaying, so that doesn't help. Yeah, I think it's going to be time to replace you. I don't know if we'll be able to get that other one, but we'll see. Anyway, well, we're going to put a cut in here, folks. Thank you very much for watching another episode, and I'm going to see you guys next time.